Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. So this will be a messages from your soul, higher self reading. All my readings are timeless, so take what resonates, leave the rest. This could be past, present, future energy for you. Okay. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. Okay. So the main thing I was hearing today is like, this could be a 3D thing, even though this is like higher, soul message. But like, I kept hearing like pick up the phone or answer the phone or whatever, and I don't know if it's like the energy of someone wanting to talk to you in the 3D and you're just like not talking to them. But this could just mean like really paying attention to what your higher self could be telling you. You guys could have dreams and not even realize like what you're seeing in your dream is you as your higher self, or you have an out of body experience and seeing how your higher self lives, and they're just like, this could be your reality, this could be your focus in a 3D if you just like believe and just really focus on your manifestations and your healing and your spiritual hygiene type of energy. But we'll see where the reading takes us today. Okay. Thank you. Alright, we have visualize, number 17. That number could be important for you. And then we have inward revolution, number 42. And that's what I'm saying, like this has to be like, I just feel like there's some form of like a message. And I really feel like you guys could be dreaming a lot and you might not even remember your dreams right now. I know like Blue Lotus can help connect you and help you like remember those dreams and have them be a little bit more vivid, more lucid. You could even do like the frequency that helps you connect to your higher self. Like you could find a binaural beat on YouTube and just play that as you sleep to get more connected to what is the frequency? I can't never remember. I mix up the numbers. It's 936 or 963 for your higher self. Let me look really quickly. Which one are you? It's 963. Okay, but that's the frequency that's supposed to help you connect to your higher self, so you can find a binaural beat to like sleep to get you more connected as you dream, to just try to help you remember. You could meditate with moonstone and all that good stuff. Just crystals that help you connect to your higher self. Alright, so we have visualize. If you can dream it, you can create it. Your imagination is a magical superpower that develops the content, look, and feel of your life. You can use your inner vision to maintain or transform anything in your life. Visualization helps you to create a dream life without the perceived boundaries of the manifested world. To take your dreams out into the world, recall your vision of them as you meditate. Let the dream become a feeling that leads to a knowing that is so deeply ingrained it will become an automatic response. Through repetition, this response gains momentum towards the tipping point between vision and manifestation. Now that you are privy to this universal law, relax and enjoy the journey towards your desires. When a desire manifests in your physical life, a new desire will be born in your imagination and a fresh path will unfold. So this could be once you start to manifest, right? Once you start to really connect, stay in the course of that, because sometimes we're human, right? So we have those days where it's tough to think that our manifestations are coming in. It's tough to be like, oh, I'm manifesting this, I'm going to stay the course, and then when it doesn't come in when you want it to, then you think it's not coming. And like there's a tarot reader that I love on YouTube. I shout her out a little bit. Her name is Maxine, and she always says on her TikTok, you could check her out if you feel called to, but she always says don't pay attention to the 3D bleed out, because a lot of the times it gets worse before it gets better, or it feels like it's getting worse before it gets better, or you'll see something in the 3D that triggers you and then you get back into that lack mindset. And she screams that from the mountaintop. She's like, don't pay attention to the 3D bleed out all the time. So just be very mindful. Like something in the 3D could trigger you, but you have to remember, like, this is your manifestation, and spirit has probably shown you so many signs. Your higher self, your soul has probably shown you so many signs that it's for you. So just stay the course, stay focused. I keep getting channel messages as I read these. I'm sorry, I know I'm usually like straight into the tarot, but as I read these, I'm getting channel messages, okay? But we have inward revolution. You're always moving forward, even when you feel like you're going backwards. Your path may seem to go up and down or inward or outward. Literally what I just said. The spiral is a symbol of your soul's journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to a deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you up to the wisdom of your soul. It is a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, but back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. Exactly. You just have to stay the course. I know there's going to be days, like I said, we're human, where we feel like it's not happening, but it is happening. And you can always ask your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors, whatever you believe in, your higher power, and even your higher self. There are higher self meditations as well on YouTube, so to really connect and get the visual of like your higher self saying, this is yours, you could have this. Even accessing your Akashic records could help you figure out what in your past life is supposed to like unfold or help you move forward in this life. Like there's so many things to help you get connected to your soul's purpose, to help you get connected to your manifestations and bring yourself higher, you know, get yourself into that frequency of the manifestations that you desire. Okay, but let's get into it. Alright, we have the King of Wands reverse. Have the Seven of Wands reverse. The Chariot. The Four of Swords. Look at that, we have the Star. Destiny, healing, higher purpose, right? Okay. Move this up just a little bit. More space. Alright. We have the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Cups. And then I see Temperance there, Sagittarius energy. And then we have Aquarius energy with the Star. It does feel like an energy of the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It's given a energy of lack around your manifestations. Like Spirit is saying, it could come in. Alignment could come in, especially with the Four of Wands and the Star here. But you're letting... The Five of Cups is a very like minuscule energy in tarot. Like it's something that is preventable. It's something that is easy to get yourself out of. And it could be, like I said, paying attention to the 3D bleed out, paying attention to feeling like everything is not going your way, but there's a mindset change that needs to happen here. Okay, there's a learning curve with the Page of Cups. There's something emotional that you like have to learn. It could be that you have heavy water signs, so you do get a bit emotional. When you see specific things not happening for you, there's an air of disappointment around trying to connect to that higher frequency, trying to connect to destiny. But let's see. In the soul message, we have the King of Wands reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Boo. Ever since I got this deck, the cards just fly right out of my hands. The Three of Wands. It's just a black and gold version of the Lucid Dreaming deck I use in the love readings. And black is my favorite color, so if I can find an all black deck, I'm gonna get it. The Three of Pentacles. So 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Threes can be very significant to you. The Chariot. And you have the Chariot reverse here as well. Cancer energy. The Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Nine of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Cups. The Nine of Cups and Justice. Libra energy and fixed sign energy with the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman, Pisces energy. Yeah, there's a perspective change that needs to happen within yourself. There's an energy of like, it's never going to happen for me. I'm never going to have growth. I'm never going to have stable ground. That is your ego, with the King of Wands being the overall energy there. And it's just like, you have to have a solid plan. You have to believe that you can move forward in your manifestations with the Two of Wands. Okay, there is fear here that needs to be let go of. Because you could have the happiness you want, you could have the desires that you want, but you have to balance yourself out. You have to believe that karmic justice will be served, because good karma is out there for you. It's not just about bad karma or anything like that. You keep thinking that you're going to go in a cycle of being disappointed or not having the emotional stability or practical stability. There's an air of something that you have to give to yourself. It feels very emotional. Because I just feel like that water energy pretty heavy here. So something emotional, something to do with your feelings, or you know, something like that. Because we do have the Chariot here, and the Chariot is Cancer energy. You have to believe that you could push forward. And like I said, I feel like you're having a lot of dreams where your higher self is literally like showing you the life that you could have, showing you like that higher frequency level that you could be in. But when you wake up from that dream and you realize like it's a dream, there's an air of disappointment that it'll never happen for you. And you're having those dreams because your higher self is telling you like, hey, this is what you have, but you have to believe in it. You have to stay the course. Okay, but there's a lack mentality here. There is an energy of just being focused on the things that you can't physically see with your 3D eyes, and it's not about that. And how to get into alignment, we have the Seven of Wands reverse. Can you clear out that for me, Spirit? Thank you. Have the Hermit, Virgo energy. The Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands reverse. The Knight of Cups. The Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Justice, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, a lot of emotional. The Emperor, Aries energy. You have to really, the Seven of Wands, depending on the context of what it comes out with, for me, it's about surrendering to the divine. It's about surrendering and letting go and knowing that what's meant for you is going to come to you. And Spirit is also saying with like the Hermit there, along with the Three of Swords, it's like there's some pain, there's some really emotional pain. I don't know if it was like, it could be a childhood, like inner child work that needs to be done. I saw the Emperor in reverse. It could be a father wound, or it could just be you not in a healthy masculine energy right now, because the last few soul messages that I did were very much about balancing your feminine and masculine energy. But this could be a wound of the things that you wanted to do or have passions for as a child never working out for you, and then that followed you into adulthood. And maybe you started your dark night of the soul, maybe you started your spiritual journey, and then as you started out, you realized that your manifestations were coming true the more that you worked on yourself, the more that you got into alignment, right? And then at this point in time, it could be, well, I've been doing the work, but there's nothing changing, there's nothing happening. There might be something in your spiritual hygiene, whether it's meditating, taking a walk, doing yoga, Reiki, whatever it could be. It could be a new form that you need to, more journaling or something like that, that you need to partake in. But there's a wound here, a very deep like soul wound, and it could be an abandonment wound, childhood, like I said, that you need to face. That might be what's stunting your growth right now, and it could have to do with the masculine in your life. It's giving me like a memory that I'm having in one of my childhood situations where I wanted to play the flute as a kid. Like, I wanted to be in band and I wanted to play the flute. I was in choir and all that stuff. And I remember begging my parents to let me play the flute for like 2 years. And they kept telling me that they would take me to the instrument store because my aunt, she's very close in age to me. I'm a year older than her. I know that's a little weird, but she would play. My grandparents would always give her the instrument that she wanted. She played the clarinet and the saxophone, I think, and I wanted to play the flute. And I begged them for like 2 years straight to take me to the store, the instrument store, sign me up for band or orchestra. I can't remember which one it was, but in elementary. And they would promise me, and they said we would go, and then the first few months of school would pass, and it would be too late for me to sign up, and I never got to go. And I just remember, like, a lot of the time in my fatherhood, in my father wound, being promised so many things and never following through, which a lot of us have in our, like, unfortunately for us who don't have our fathers in our life for whatever reason. It's giving that type of energy, like just always having that disappointment from a masculine or someone who's very heavily in masculine energy. You could have a mother who was in an unhealthy masculine energy because she was probably a single mom and had to do everything on her own. But there is something to that retrospect here. I'm getting a lot of channel stuff today. There's something to that retrospect here of a deep childhood wound or just a deep wound with the masculine in your life. And we all have feminine and masculine energy. Remember that. So it could be a feminine in the 3D who's in unhealthy masculine energy, like I said with the single mother thing. That has to be looked at because there's a form of surrender here. One of the things I did in the beginning of my soul's journey was every childhood wound, every wound I could think of up to the point where I started my journey. I was 28 when I started my journey, and just writing everything down. And as I wrote down all the traumas that I could remember, I just cried about it. I just cried about it, and I was in my Saturn return at that time. So it could be an energy of that, like really facing it, like seeing it written down on paper or saying it out loud. It could be some form of release for you. Because in doing so, it brings some type of balance. It brings some type of harmony to you. And it just feels like this was a long time coming, something that you really had to fight through. So it could be that some of you are in the beginning stage of your journey, and there is a very, very deep, very hard wound. It's, like I said, childhood wound that needs to be faced. So that might be why inward revolution is here, because as you face that and as you heal that, it gives you some form of surrender. But there's a energy of really having to face that pain for things to grow, because they're stunted right now, because there's a pain that you have to face. And that could be what's blocking your manifestations at this time right now. And I feel like Spirit is showing you, yeah, the Magician, Spirit is showing you everything that you could have. But that block is there. That 3 of Swords really needs to be looked at. That pain really needs to be looked at. And then there's some force of release that has to happen for you to move on to the next phase of what you're trying to bring in this lifetime. In the soul activation, we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Please clarify that for me, Spirit. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles. We have the Star in Temperance, which is Sagittarius and Aquarius energy. And then we have the 8 of Wands and Judgment on the bottom. A lot of majors there. The High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy. The 7 of Wands, the 7 of Cups. Sevens could be significant for you. The 10 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. And the Fool. You have to get into an energy of, this is for me and I can have what I want. But like I said, there's a lack mentality with the Chariot in the reverse. Spirit is saying, like, it's all on the way when you do the healing, when you do the work, when you get into balance. Because Temperance is about balanced energy. And is even given an energy of connecting to your spirit, guys. You are at a pivotal moment right now. Okay? And it's about a form of surrender. With the High Priestess in reverse, that is you being disconnected from your higher self. There is a block right now. But there is a lot of recovery. There is a lot of healing that needs to happen right now. and it feels like a part of you is clouded in some type of pain that you can't see it as clearly. But Spirit is saying it's all there for you. It's happening, but you have to get through this lesson. You have to get through this soul lesson. You really have to pay attention with the Page of Pentacles. There's a block because there's a fear. There's a fear of something that you're not ready to face yet. There is a deep-rooted pain, deep-rooted, like I said, trauma here that it has been hard for you to face. So I don't know if therapy will be something that you guys will want to do. Even getting a shadow work reading, I believe like almost every tarot reading is shadow work, because we're learning and we're growing and we're facing our shadow self to get into a higher frequency. But the star is really standing out to me, not just for destiny and higher purpose, but the star is about healing as well. And there's some type of balance you have to get into. There's this soul lesson, this deep-rooted pain that I'm not going to say it's minuscule, but it is at this, because I did say the fives are minuscule. And some, for us in the 3D, pain is not minuscule no matter what form it takes. But you're at judgment right now. And I think this is something that has been really hard for you to face, that you ignore your intuition on. And I feel like the dreams that you could be having is the what ifs sometimes. Like, if my masculine, if my father figure did this, then everything would be different type of energy. Some of you could be having dreams like that, like a parallel timeline, different, universe of something like that. But I feel like that's your higher self trying to get that message to you, like, it's time to heal this. It's time to move forward from this. The time is now. Because I feel like that's what the block is this time. For clearing the block, we have the Four of Swords. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, and the Emperor, and the Hangman. Like I said earlier, this is about changing your mindset. This is about connecting and loving yourself through this and finding your confidence again with the Queen of Wands. This is all about a change of perspective. This is all about a new view. And I feel like there have been other pains, other traumas that you focused on, and like you always told yourself, like, I will get to that one eventually. But I'm hearing like the time is now, especially with the Queen. And we have, what, 3 queens out here out of the 4. So that's close to Empress energy. But look, the higher version of the Empress is the High Priestess, and she's in reverse. There's still disconnect there. And we also have the Emperor reverse. And then we have the Hierophant reverse, which is the higher version of the Emperor. There could just be a disconnect from your masculine energy out of fear from facing this pain with a masculine. It's all about perspective and changing that Hangman, Pisces energy. But this is about connecting to self again and really meditating on that self-love energy. There's something about this situation that you have to change your view on. And I feel like when your higher self is saying answer the phone or answer the call, I need you guys to pay attention to your dreams, because there's something there with that. There's something there that's going to help you move forward. It could even be writing a letter and saying, I wish this was what I had, but I know it's not, and I went through this for a specific reason, and now I'm going to heal through this and let it go. But you gain some type of confidence back. You gain some type of self-love, reassurance of something once you heal through this, because the Four of Swords is about healing. It's about taking that step back and that standstill to really think and contemplate. Yeah, the Five of Wands, there's a fight that needs to be let go of. I don't know if this is like cut off energy too with a masculine in the 3D. It could be. They could be putting you down in some type of way, and they might have been doing this for your whole life. You could still be dealing with this unhealthy masculine energy. It might not even be just like childhood trauma. Could just been following you this whole time. But really pay attention to your dreams is the big message I'm getting here. But how you clear this block is really just meditating on it, paying attention to it, being open to receive it, feeling this pain, crying it out, doing what you have to do, and really working on transmuting that pain into working for you, because it puts you in a higher frequency. It gets you your confidence back. It gets you some form of self-love. It gets you, we saw the Queen of Swords, it gets you into being honest and clear-headed with yourself. And right now there's a block with your intuition, with your higher self. But as you start to get into alignment with the queens, because we didn't see the Queen of Pentacles yet, and we didn't see the Empress, but it's levels to everything. It's levels to everything. But there's something that you have to face here, and you have to just take your time, baby steps on it. And like I said, really pay attention to your dreams. A new beginning is here for you. You just have to take that leap of faith and trust yourself that you're doing the right thing. And how to connect more deeply, we have the Star, Aquarius energy. Spirit, please clarify that for me. And how many times did we see the Star today? This helps you get into alignment, this healing. Look what came back out, the Fool. Aries energy. The Ten of Wands, the Knight of Swords reversed, and look what came out, the Queen of Pentacles. So now we've seen all four queens. Like I said, baby steps. The Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, Gemini energy, the Page of Wands, the Tower, Scorpio energy. Look at that, the Empress in the reverse, Taurus energy, and the Sun, Leo energy. The King of Cups. This helps you get into balance, but you have to let this go. This has been a burden on your soul for long enough, and it's time for release. This brings stability. This opens up your heart, whatever this is that you have to face, but there has to be a form of letting go here. You've been hanging on to this pain, this hurt for a long time, and Spirit is saying that it's time for change. It's time for the Sun to come in. This could definitely be inner child work, because the Sun can mean that, but your happiness, we have the Sun and the Star. Okay, and we have the Star out here twice. Your happiness is just around the corner, but you have to release. Yeah, you cannot have fear about not working on this with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You have to work through this. This isn't something that you could ignore anymore, is what I'm getting. Feeling this pain, going through this pain, connects you more deeply to yourself, is what I'm getting. I didn't expect the reading to go this way, but that's just what the energy that came out. It feels like it was totally different from what I was saying in the beginning. But there's something here, and I feel like once you turn the page on that chapter and just really close it and really pay attention to healing it and releasing it, whatever you've been trying to manifest for a while is going to start to come through. There's so many things that we ignore because we feel like if we ignore it, it'll just go away. But that's not how the healing soul journey works. There's so much that you have to pay attention to. There's so much that you have to be honest with yourself about on this journey, because if you keep on holding on to those lower frequency vibrations and energy, how do you expect to move forward into a higher frequency and get those manifestations, to connect more deeply to your higher self, to connect more deeply to your soul, to get those messages? It's we can't ignore certain things. We have to just try our best to move forward and face that pain and face those truths. From some of you, you could be in and out of therapy and really starting to commit to therapy again. Advice for the collective, Spirit. Advice. Thank you. The Lovers, Gemini energy, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, Justice reverse, Libra energy, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Sun reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords. I'm getting like letting go is the best answer. So if you are still connected to whoever this energy that I'm picking up on, if you're still connected to this energy, Spirit is very loud with it's a karmic cycle and it delays your manifestations. And it's time for you to move on. Six of Wands. You've been dealing with this energy for too long. It takes you out of yourself. There's no balance. You never choose yourself in whatever the situation is, and it's time to choose your happiness. It's time to choose your success, is what I'm getting. So this could definitely be like no contact with a parent. This could be no contact with a friend. That's what it's giving me right now. For you to focus on you and your inner healing, to really visualize the life that you want outside of this. And I really feel like your dreams are really important at this time, so please pay attention to that. But I'm getting possibly, even if it's not a permanent cutoff, just right now, just like taking a few weeks to not talk to this energy, to really focus on your healing from the pain that they have caused you in your life, is what I'm getting. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Called is number 44. So 4s are about stability and growth, and we did see the 4 of Wands. You came to Earth with a double mission: to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purpose is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many gifts, and it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul gifts. If you're being called towards a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. Soul activation. Put your hand on your heart, collective. I call forth the soul gift and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now. Without hesitation or fear, I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes, and that's what I'm saying. There's something here that's so pivotal for you, that's so important, but the past needs to be let go. The healing has to happen. Your heart chakra has to open up, right? It's time to move forward and move on, because we saw taking that leap of faith with the Fool there. This is all about loving yourself and choosing yourself. It feels like you've never chosen yourself before. It feels like you always had to put something over yourself. Like, it's giving me, there's a girl on TikTok right now who's gone viral because like she's at home and she's an adult and she's at home living with her mom, and her mom has not been letting her sleep, and she does like overnight shifts, and it's like constantly doing things for energies around you, especially parents who don't appreciate you, who you're just an energy in their life to help pick them up, and not for like you to be there for that love and nurture and care, like having like that, I hate saying it, but like the narcissistic parent or that person in your life. Like if you've seen those TikToks, like, you know, like, and she's recording her mom talking to her, not coming from a place of love. Like, your child works overnight and she needs her rest, she needs to sleep, but you're telling her that she doesn't do enough for you. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm getting, and it's like trying to get yourself out of that situation. Like, she's trying her best to get herself away from her mom and get herself out of that. And that's the energy that I'm getting, like something that's like overbearing, something that has been following you your whole life that you need to get out of. And I feel like once you get out of that situation, or you really pay attention to this this wound that you have inside that your higher self is trying to get you to call for, to pay attention to. Like, I just feel like it's that type of energy here. You came on this planet at this time to fulfill a soul's purpose, and it could even be that girl might write a book about her life that resonates with someone or a bunch of people who's going through similar situations as her. You know, that could be what her soul calling is, or bringing to light these types of situations, because there's so many people like her going through similar instances. And then it could just be her connecting to different soul tribe members who are helping her get out of that. You know, you never know. There's so many things that align us with so many different situations in life when we suffer and go through so much pain. But there's something here that's going to transform and transmute for you, but you have to heal through this situation, whatever it is. Whether you're still living it now or you lived it when you were a kid, you know, whatever it means for you. We all have those wounds, and some of them is just really hard for us to face at times. But eventually, your spirit team, your higher power, they're going to bring it to light to you, because it's going to be a time where the moment is now for you to heal from that, to align with destiny, with your soul purpose, all of that. Advice for the collective. Everything was super channeled today, guys. Like, everything. See, we have a new start is coming, new moon. Show the world the real you, Aquarius energy. Communication is key, Gemini energy. You are good enough, Virgo energy. The answers you need are coming, and conclusions are within reach. Look at that, expect powerful change. These two cards are like my favorite when they come out, especially when it's a hard or more serious like reading like this one. Advice for the collective. I read these more so for self-love for anybody that's new. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You deserve love. You are lovable. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. I feel like that's you trying to heal your inner child. This deep-rooted wound. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. We have past life relationships, and then we have soulmate. Then we have retreat. This could be a romantic relationship for some of you too. You could be in a relationship with a toxic masculine who's very dependent on you. But heart-to-heart conversation instantly gave me like having that conversation with your higher self. So I'm definitely getting that some of you need to meditate on that. It feels like whatever this wound is, this has followed you for many lifetimes, and I think this is the lifetime where spirit is like, okay, it's time to put my foot down on this. It's time to heal through this. So this has definitely followed you before. So I think I said this in the beginning. Accessing your Akashic records probably will help. There's so many Akashic records meditations on YouTube. Whatever calls out to you, I would suggest, meditating on that. But this is a deep-rooted like childhood wound. This person could have been a parent to you in many lifetimes, or a sibling or something, and you never really, because I said it feels very deep-rooted, so I feel like you've gone through this situation many lifetimes with this specific soulmate, and like it hasn't fully been healed for a long time. And I think now is the time. I think spirit is saying, right, this is it. We have to get through this soul lesson. You have to cut ties with whatever soulmate this is. It feels like it's been going on too long. Advice for the collective. Thank you. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. We have worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. We have surrender. I can release my need for control. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. A lot of purple. So connecting to your higher self, like I said, 7th and 8th chakra. Service, I feel good when I can help others. Then we have peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energies. And then we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in others. When I was getting therapy earlier, some of you could be wanting to become therapists, and even therapists see other therapists, like it's like a revolving circle. or like a revolving door, whatever you want to say. It could be an energy of you needing to put yourself in therapy before you could become a therapist. I know that's super specific for someone, but that's the energy that I'm getting here too. But you have to do what's best for you and letting go of those energies. Like, that's what I'm getting really heavy. It's like cutting something off so you could heal in the best way, in the best light for you. Advice for the collective, advice. Thank you. Making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievements. Making waves is 104. That number could be significant for you. And we got 4 again, by the way. The waves are rolling in and they're waiting for you to catch a ride. The winds are at your back now and gently guiding you towards your destiny. They're whispering for you to really enjoy the ride. There are clear skies ahead and the waves keep rolling in. It's impossible for you to miss your moment or to not answer the calling. The only risk is that you don't make the most of enjoying the ride. This is an extremely positive, encouraging card. Your commitment is paying off and your prayers are being answered. You're being supported by forces both known and unknown to you. This is most definitely your time. Things have been building for some time and momentum is all around you. Whether you're working on a creative project, having an impact in your professional life, or creating something in your personal life, this card is confirmation that great success will follow. So put in place whatever you need to make the most of this unique opportunity. Now is the time to ask for what you want and to let yourself truly be seen. So much is on your side. The harvest time is here. Do whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you've been working towards is here. Healing Waters affirmation. I open my arms wide to receive the bounty of what I've created and say yes to enjoying life fully. I feel like if you have like a yes or no question on your mind, Spirit was telling you like this is confirmation to do whatever it is. That was confirmation for someone. Like, do I cut this energy off? Do I do this? Do I That was confirmation to do it. That was confirmation to do it. You have so much in store for you. You just have to believe, that it's yours. Advice for the collective. Thank you. We have wait and we have no. I might clarify that. We have reconsider. A year from now. You're ready. And compromise. Then we have forgiveness. I'm just getting an energy of like don't do something like too drastic. Spirit wise, no and wait here. Because it was no with an exclamation point. The 3 of Cups. The Hermit. The 6 of Swords. The Empress. The High Priestess. The Ace of Wands. And then the King of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Cups. The Emperor. The Chariot. So we have Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Cancer. The Knight of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Swords. What I'm getting is like, yes, there's a new beginning. But it's also like an energy of it's not, I don't think it's with who you think it's going to be with. But there's a disconnect. There's someone you have to disconnect from. And then the new beginning will come in. I'm getting with that 3 of Cups, like, yeah, there's a connection, but you can't ignore what's happening now. There's a new beginning, but there's literally someone who can't come with you. There's no growth in that situation. something just like try to fly in my eye. It could be an energy of someone trying to like give you evil eye or block you. This feels like a whole different message here. I'm low-key getting twin flame energy, but I don't want to like get too heavy into that. If you're trying to manifest your twin, yeah, the devil, Capricorn energy. There's something like, I don't know if there's someone that you had on your mind in this reading that like connected for you. Really pay attention to your intuition. Yes, there's a new beginning, but it's not with whoever this energy is. They might try to come in and apologize to you, Page of Cups, but it's not with this person. They distract you in some way with the Hermit in reverse from doing the deep introspection that you need to do. You have to move forward without this energy. They're not stable with the Empress and the King of Pentacles. There's no growth there. You could, and we have forgiveness, so you could accept this person's apology, but your new beginning isn't here with this, whoever this is. They're not balanced at all. You have a new beginning. You do, the Fool, but it's not with this energy. Yeah, the Tower reverse. There's no change. There's no growth. So if someone comes back in, or if this energy comes back in saying that they've changed or they want to reconnect with you, Spirit is saying no. Because they could possibly be showing you their true colors. Like, yeah, you can accept their apology, but you don't have to like let them back in. I broke on the devil again. Yeah, it's not a healthy situation. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Affirmation of advice for the collective. Thank you for all your messages today, Spirit. Thank you. I have everything I need within me. Alright, guys. I hope that helped. Oh, I'm going to read this one too. I release my past and my heart is at rest. I am worthy of happiness and peace. I feel like both of those really hit. Okay. I hope that helped. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it to the end of this reading. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay safe. You guys stay blessed. And I will see you in the next reading.